Hi everybody. I thought you might like to see how this canvas paper or acrylic paper is actually working. I'm loving it so far. It's so beautiful. Acrylic painting is an entirely different way to paint than watercolor. So everything is dark first, where in watercolor everything is light first, for the most part. So it's many, many, many layers. But right now I'm sort of working on these buildings, and I thought you might like to see. I mean, this paper is awesome. I'm definitely going to do more of this paper, but I'm just doing buildings right now. And like I said, when you start with acrylic, you start dark. So I've done quite a lot already. So right now I'm filling in, some of the parts of the building here. And I'm using acrylic paints, regular acrylic paints. They're not watered down or anything. They're just regular acrylic paints. But look at how beautiful this is. So smooth. It's not smooth. It has a definite texture for acrylic. It's kind of like a canvas. It very much reminds me of a canvas. But I mean, how awesome. I'm so glad I picked it up. I'd like to, I like every once in a while to go back to acrylics and paint with them. And using paper, I can, kind of keep within my little spot here. I don't have to put up my canvas holder, the regular canvases. I probably wouldn't have to anyway, but it's easier to work on them. It holds them still. But with this block of paper, I don't even have to worry about that or even think about that. I'm just so happy that I came across this stuff. Gives me a whole nother area of painting here, which is pretty cool, I think. Acrylics take a lot more water. They dry out very quickly, but I always water them. You spray them. And so far, I am wicked happy with this paper. And like I said, it was on this awesome sale, which just makes the whole thing even, even better. So this now is the beginning of underneath it's the, kind of like this over here. And I'm still working on it. I need to let it dry now and then so that I can keep adding layers. It's like a stone. This over here is like a stone. I don't know what those things are called, under the road and under the ground. And the water flows through, like aqueduct, is that what it's? But yeah, so that's where I'm at here. I don't know if you kind of zoom in with your camera, you should be able to kind of see. I went out of the lines there. Oh dear. Okay. I have to fix that with the. If you zoom in, you might be able to see the texture. It's a definite texture. Kind of rough, actually, but beautiful to paint on. I mean, you will get, which also makes it awesome, like up in the roof here. Roofs have those lines anyways. And so what happened and what happens here is that we get the natural the natural line of the roof anyway within the texture of the paper, which, I mean, that works out perfect. It really does. It's awesome. So anyway, I just thought you guys might like to kind of see what I'm doing here. Sometimes it's rather than just talking about it or just showing the finished product, sometimes it's fun. That's why I do a YouTube channel. But sometimes it's just fun to kind of see this stuff in motion. Of course, I'm listening to the Bee Gees. I absolutely love to paint by the Bee Gees. That's what's on there for music. But it's a rainy day, so good day to paint. And I wanted to try this out, so it was a good day to try this out. Yes, acrylic is layer upon layer upon layer, because you start out dark, you get your effects, and then then there's the continual highlighting, and at the end you highlight the very lightest of the what am I trying to say? The very lightest of the highlights at the end. And that's how, whoops, I got a little bit of, trying not to put my hand, which I am a little bit here, so I've got to wipe that off. But I'm trying to keep this top light because it's in the little bit of sunshine that will be coming down from the tops. And I kind of got out of the, I have to fix this here, which will make it a little taller. Okay, that's fine. No harm, no foul. So like I said, I thought you just kind of might like to see all this happening as it's happening. And these are the grasses, and one of the things over here, I can kind of do that with you, is a little lighter. I've got so many mixes here on my palette. And other thing I love about, acrylics is you can get such a nice texture with your paint, versus it's a little hard to do that in watercolor. It's a little bit hard to do that, so I'm trying to get a little bit of this light green happening here. See if I can get that. It's just a lot of, colors and mixes and textures that happen. It's so cool. Like I said, I'm really happy with this so far. So anyway, I just kind of thought you might like to see a little bit of this happening. I have a long way to go, but we're just, just starting out here, getting these colors down and mixing colors and getting some textures in and all kinds of things going on right at the moment here. And of course, I'm so used to now oh, there we go. There's a color. I just mixed it. I was trying to find that, trying to make that color. When you go back and forth from acrylics and the colors of acrylics and the colors of watercolor, it takes a minute to, it's been a while since I have done any acrylic painting, so I have to kind of remember, okay, how do I make that color? How do I make that color? Because it's different, so, but it's cool. It's fun, so much fun. So I'm going to keep going, and maybe again as I go along, because like I said, this will be a while. This doing this takes quite a while because it takes so many layers, many. So I will hope you enjoyed it, and I'll come back probably and do some more with you. See you later.